Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to another video. In this video I will be sharing my thoughts and opinions on Destiny 2. Unfortunately I never played the original Destiny as it was not available on PC, therefore I will not be comparing Destiny 2 to the original Destiny. Now Destiny 2 is a first person shooter looter developed by Bungie, who developed the Halo franchise, and Destiny 2 is published by Activision, who published the Call of Duty franchise, both bringing a lot of first person shooter experience to the game. The first thing that impressed me was the first time you pass the title screen, you're greeted with a just settings list. This list lets you check and change your subtitle language, window mode, resolution, screen balance and brightness. This may not sound like a big deal, but all affect the gameplay experience. The brightness for me was the one that I was most impressed with, as a lot of games just hide the slider in the options with no image to compare the different brightness levels to, plus it helps with the immersion if set correctly. Next you'll be prompted to create your first character. When you create your character, you can choose from 3 different classes: the Titan, the Hunter and the Warlock. The Titan being the tankier class of the 3, the Hunter is the fast agile class, and the Warlock is the support / caster class. They all have their own playstyles, which include different abilities to spec into. You will then be asked to customise your character. When customizing your character, you can choose from 3 different races: Human, Awoken and Exo. All are available as male or female. For each race and gender there are multiple faces to choose from, which can be customised with different skin colour, lip colour, eye colours, various different hairstyles and colours, and different markings like face paints and tattoos. The character customization is to an acceptable standard for a looter shooter game, but I also feel that it is not needed, as 95% of the time you're out and about killing stuff with your helmet equipped. The only time your helmet is unequipped is when you are in a social area, but you can change this in the options so that your helmet is always equipped. There are other ways to customize your character and make your character stand out if you wish. You can do this by the armor that you wear, the ship you fly, the bike you ride and the colour schemes that you apply to each of these. The game looks amazing and the graphics are very high detail and well polished. Each world is well designed but feels a bit small. The game is well optimised, and on my 980 Ti ran mostly on high, but later I maxed it out with no problems. The sound is very well done. From the sounds of the weapons, the sounds that each enemy makes when attacking you or when the enemy dies. The music is also nice, but tries too hard to set the mood and just gets annoying after a while. I found myself muting the music once I'd finished the campaign. The gunplay is top notch and reminds me so much of Halo's gunplay. The UI is minimal but shows everything it needs to, from your skills, what weapons you have equipped, health and so on. The game has hit markers which show as a red cross on your reticle for each hit. The game also shows you damage numbers to give you an idea of how hard you've hit the enemy. The damage numbers show as white for normal damage but turn yellow when you shoot a vulnerable part of an enemy. You can also change the colour of your reticle, as you should be able to do in all first person shooter games. The AI in Destiny are okay, meaning they're not the best but they're also not the worst that I've seen. I like the fact that they move a lot from cover to cover or to close the gap, or just sidestepping out of your line of sight, keeping you on your toes. I dislike that you cannot choose a difficulty setting for the campaign and the main storyline feels half-hearted, but this does not really matter as they're only there to help you level up, and once you completed the campaign you will forget about it as you'll be chasing that shiny loot to make your character more powerful. Once you've completed the campaign and reached the level cap, there are multiple endgame activities for you to do to get more loot and again increase your power. There are 3-man dungeons called Strikes and Heroic Strikes. There is also a weekly strike called Nightfalls. You could go back to the planets that you visited while doing the campaign and finish off any quests that you did not complete. You could do some enhanced quests when the mobs are harder. You could take part in public events that happen across the map. You could complete the daily challenges for each planet. Or you could just search out the regional chests and lost sectors, which are solo mini dungeons. All of these activities offer more loot and tokens which you can hand in to increase your rep, which in turn also gives you loot. Also, once you and your friends have reached the recommended power, you will be able to enter the raid and get some of the best loot in the game. Now if you do get bored killing mobs, you could try the PvP. The PvP in Destiny is 4 versus 4, which works better than I thought it would have, and it is a lot of fun. But you're unable to choose the PvP modes that you want to play, it just puts you in a random mode. The nice thing about the PvP in Destiny 2 is that you do not need to be level capped to enjoy it. You can enter it after reaching the first social area. Overall, I enjoy playing Destiny 2 and find the game fun. I was thinking of putting a lot more hours into it and maybe making more videos on Destiny 2, but I decided against it for 2 reasons. One, they have Claudia Black trying to sell me illuminated engrams, which is just a fancy name for loot crates. There is no reason for a full price AAA game like Destiny 2 to have a free-to-play game mechanic like loot crates in it. 2. The first expansion, Curse of Osiris, just came out recently and it increased the level cap, the power cap, as well as adding a new world, new strikes, a new raid and 2 new PvP maps, and most importantly, new loot. Now with the power cap increasing, they have also increased the recommended power of certain endgame activities. Therefore, players who do not own Curse of Osiris cannot reach the recommended power and cannot do them activities. Also, certain Curse of Osiris features, like the new strikes, are in a rotation, so unless you have the expansion, you are locked out of that rotation. An example of this is the Heroic Strikes playlist. I find this business model to be extortionate, as customers who do not have the expansion are being told that they have to buy the expansion to gain access to content they have already paid for and had access to in the past. A question that I've asked myself is, what is stopping Bungie and Activision from doing this on every single expansion that they bring out? And the answer that I keep getting is nothing. To summarise, Destiny 2 is a fun game and I enjoy playing it, but due to the business model that Bungie and Activision have decided to use, I would not recommend this game to anyone. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you could please like, subscribe and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video.